recreating some summer looks, what I did this week in New York City, some fabulous finds, and this month's monthly report. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Kura, and I believe that when you feel good, you look good. So on this channel, I show you how to take fashion and use it as a tool to help you look and feel your best. So as you are watching this, in fact, the day you are watching this, it's my birthday, so I just decided to wear something extra for my, I guess, birthday video. I don't know. Wish me happy birthday. So now that we are actually in summer, and it is just very easy to throw on anything just to stay cool, I feel like there's a few things that we can consider to be cool and be comfortable, but also look really, really beautiful. I talk a lot about color and how to not look like you are too matchy-matchy. I also talk about how there's a way to, with little to no effort, look put together and wear color. And I really feel like these three ladies really encapsulated my idea of how to wear color and how to make it not look so matchy-matchy, but really just chic and put together. If you notice, in these three ladies, they're all wearing color, but they are wearing a different variation of the color, a different tint or a different shade of the color. So they definitely matches, but it's not exactly the same. The salmon colored top, the pink Bottega bag, and the pink Hermes sandals all go together, but they're not the same exact color, right? You're playing with color. It's monochromatic, except for the pants. But if she did wear a light pink linen pair of pants or trousers, that would completely work, right? It's giving the outfit interest and still matching your outfits. I know a lot of us like to match our shoes to our bags, and I know a lot of us like to match exactly, but I encourage you to maybe play with tint and play with shade a bit so that it looks a little more effortless. Notice here as well, the yellows, there's three different yellows in here, and it definitely all goes together. Even the shoes have a slight tint of yellow, right? So the top is a little brighter, the bottom is a little pale, and the purse is the brightest yellow. And it doesn't look weird or like she tried too hard. In fact, it looks quite the opposite. It looks effortless, it looks fun, and I even love that the tint in her sunglasses are yellow. The same thing goes with this. The green at the bottom is different than the green at the top, but it absolutely 100% completely works. I really love that instead of maybe perhaps wearing a different color green shoe, she decided to go with this beautiful bright yellow, which green and yellow we know goes together so well, and she looks fabulous. So of course I found some fabulous color combinations from all over the internet with varying shades and tints that would make you look effortless and you can stay cool in the summer heat. Besides a dress, which is perhaps my go-to during the summer, a matching set is the easiest way to pull everything together, especially when you don't have time to think about things and you just want to look chic and put together. But if you get the wrong one, it could either look cheap or it could look boring. So it really depends on what you're looking for. And I really love how these three ladies took a matching set and had a little bit of their individual style. So believe it or not, gingham has been seen. So if you are a gingham person, it is now time to maybe get some more gingham. But I love that this is a two-piece set. I love that it's a bit oversized. I love that she paired it with a chunkier but light shoe, right? So it's chunky, but it's a flip-flop. I love the addition of the raffia bag. We know by now that not only is raffia a staple for spring and summer, but it is a prominent trend this particular spring and summer. This one is perhaps my favorite as it looks very effortless and cool. Again, the raffia bag, the layered necklaces gives it her own personal touch and her own personal style. The way that she styled it looks really kind of effortless. It's tucked in one side. It is not buttoned all the way to the top. Absolutely fabulous. And the same thing goes with this. It's styled not over the top, but so chic. So it's not buttoned to the top. She has a dainty necklace, a few bangles, and because it's polka dots, it's very much on trend. She does look like she just added a black purse, which is fabulous, and a little bitty tiny kitten heel. Chef's kiss. Relaxed, don't have to think about it, extremely chic and laid back, and she's going to be comfortable as she walks around this summer. So of course I found some great matching sets for you. Some of them color, some of them are neutrals, but either way you're going to not have to think about it. It's effortless and you can style these however you want. It's finally summer and things start to look up in New York City when it gets a bit warm. The spring was so rainy. In fact, I think we had the most rain we've ever had in May, and it started to get a little dreary. Us over here on the East Coast, we were very much over it. So as it gets warmer, I like to spend as much time as I can outside. This is what I did this week in New York City. Hey girl, hey. So as usual, I'm on my way to get my nails done. I feel like every video I'm telling you I'm going to get my nails done. But anyway, while I am there, I am going to catch you guys up on the rest of the museum visit from last week. One of the things that I learned at this exhibit that I found extremely interesting was that certain slaves were often used as luxury goods. Painting where this man is wearing this gold collar signifies that he was a luxury good. Yes, like a luxury bag or a luxury pair of shoes. Very, very interesting. Did you all know that the person who wrote The Three Musketeers was a biracial man? One of his parents were French and the other one was Haitian. And again, something I didn't know, extremely interesting. Clothing was often used as a disguise to get away from slave masters or to blend into society. Oftentimes, biracial slaves would dress in their finest clothing, especially if they were a quote-unquote luxury slave. They would be able to blend into society and pass for their own safety. Listen, I know this is a very serious matter, but the look on this guy's face really had me cracking up. I don't know why. It was hilarious to me. Looking at these suits and envisioning folks wearing this clothing just makes me remember that Black folks really always took a pride in how we looked.
We were clean. We were always clean. Like, I am having such a great time looking at and learning more history. I'm sure I'm telling you some things that I'm learning about as we go through this. This is like a dream. If you're not new here, you know I love all history. I love fashion. So history and fashion together, amazing.
And while the luxurious slaves used to use their clothing as protection, I feel like even today in our day and age, we still use clothing for protection, whether it's fitting into a society that doesn't normally accept us or trying to get a job that you are the only person of color. You'll use it as an armor of protection.
One of my favorite stories is that I have actually met Andre Leon Talley.
And not only did I meet Andre Leon Talley, I also met Grace Coddington at the same time. When I met him, he said to me, and I quote, "You're beautiful, darling, beautiful." And if you know how he sounds, you can hear him saying this. Now, while he could have just been talking, I don't know, nor do I care. When I tell the story, I will say that Andre Leon Talley said that I was beautiful. You all remember when I saw the Dior dress from the New Look? That feeling I got is the same feeling I got when I saw this jacket from Dapper Dan. If you are not familiar with Dapper Dan, he is famous for pioneering the integration of luxury brand logos into streetwear. So he created some custom designs for hip-hop artists, athletes, and other celebrities. It was one of the most innovative things, and just to see this in person was breathtaking. If you're not new here, you know that one of my and our favorite things to do is to spend a little time at a jazz club. Get a drink. This is not an alcoholic drink. I prefer non-alcoholic drinks. This was a great time and a great way to end the day. So, I'm done with my nails, and it took 2 hours. This week has been the week of maintenance. I got my hair braided, and I was in the hair braiding shop from 11:30 to 7:45 on Monday. And now today's Thursday, I'm getting my nails done. Or I got my nails done, and it took 2 hours. I'm tired of maintaining. But I needed to add my hair and my nails done this week. Anyway, so I'm done. But now I have to stop by Sephora and maybe DSW. But I wanted to tell you guys, or show you guys, that I went to a Gilded Age mansion. My husband always finds these great things for us to do, and I am in fact watching the Gilded Age, and I've been obsessed with finding information about it. And he found one that we can go see in Long Island, so he took me out there, and it was gorgeous. Upon arrival and walking into this house, you can tell the grandiose nature of the Gilded Age. This wasn't even one of the bigger mansions, but it was still absolutely beautiful. I would live here with some redecorating, of course, in a moment. It's stunning. From the woodwork to the beds to the sterling silver brushes and combs that they used was most certainly a sight to see, and it kind of transported you back to a time that I've never been. Stunning. Besides the house, the grounds were just as gorgeous, with greenery and what seemed like acres and acres of grass. It was just relaxing and beautiful. You see here they have a pool. They also had a lake. Gorgeous. It's gorgeous. This place is gorgeous. I wish my hair was braided because I'm getting a little warm. I'm doing that this week. Anyway, can you imagine living here? People lived here. And we only saw 2 floors. The third floor is shut off for whatever reason, but it's gorgeous. If you have a chance to come out here and you live close, just come and see it. They had had beautiful gardens with a trellis and a little pond, flowers and plants blowing in the wind. It was absolutely stunning. The fact that anyone lives here is just honestly unbelievable. Absolutely beautiful. So Sephora didn't have what I wanted, and I did go to DSW, and against my better judgment, I got some jelly sandals. Against my better judgment. They were cheap. They were Steve Madden. We'll see what happens if I wear them. Anyway, I always wanted to catch you up on you guys. The other day, I also went to the spa for my birthday, and yeah, I wanted to show you. So I really just kept my birthday low-key, just to go and relax. You've seen me here before if you've been following me since last year. I love a spa, and Sojo is an easy yes. The food is good. I will say it's a bit more crowded on the weekend, so if you can, try to go during the week or, later at night. But it has several pools with different healing properties, a heated pool on the roof, good food, and this wading pond, I guess, that I wanted to walk through. And it's supposed to help your feet, I guess, but let me tell you, this thing hurt so bad. I tried it before, but I keep trying it to see if it gets better, and it doesn't. It really doesn't. It hurts. I don't get it. But all in all, a relaxing, fabulous time. If you haven't been to Sojo and you live in the New York, New Jersey area, go check it out. It's definitely an experience that I will be doing again. So anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going home. Well, I'm going to the grocery store. That's boring. I'm going home. I have a lot of things I still need to take care of, a couple of running around. And yeah, see you next week. Because again, as you're watching this, my birthday is today. I have been shopping, right? So I use every excuse to buy something because it's my birthday. And not only it is my birthday from June 1st to June 30th, I celebrate the whole month, much to my husband's dismay. I be shopping, y'all. I just buying stuff, okay? So anyway, this is this week's Fabulous Fashion Finds with a few things that I personally bought myself. So in the intro, I did say that I wanted to show you a few things that I was buying, but I forgot because this video was a little behind that I wanted to show you some 4th of July things. So I will show you a few things that I got in the next video, but this video I want to show you what's going on for 4th of July sales, right? So if you have not shopped or have visited the website Marcella NYC, you need to. If you are a minimalist or if you like clean lines and interesting pieces, this is the place to be. 10% off 100, 20% off 200, 30% off of 300. And it was hard to kind of pick and choose what to show you, but this top and this denim outfit is kind of indicative to what you will see on the website. Clean, beautiful, simple lines, and decent quality. If you are a person who loves color, Farm Rio is having a 30% off sale off of everything, and that is amazing. They do have a lot of different patterns and such, so if that's not your thing, that's understandable, but they do have solid colors like this beautiful green dress. Go check it out for 30% off. And one of you put me on to this, which I am surprised that I didn't know about this, but Cause is having a sale for up to 50% off. I love cause. I've said this many times. I love the structure of the pieces. I love that it's minimalist. I love that you could take the pieces and style it with so many different ways because they're basic, but also not really. If you haven't been to Cause website, go check it out, especially now that they have a sale. And then of course there is the Zara sale. I would love to sit down and really go through this website to see what I find, if there's anything left. Even if there's anything left. Have you shopped the Zara sale? Let me know. There are a few things that I did see that I will put in the description box, but for the Zara sale, you really have to get on it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I just didn't have it this time. I didn't have it in me to run to the website, but I will be doing that and letting you know what I find. And Jcrew again having a up to extra 70% off of sale items. So it's already on sale, but then they have another 70% off up to, like, that's amazing. This dress is just a classic summer dress to throw on for many occasions, to dress up or dress down. I told you guys before, and I've always told you that I am a big summer dress person, so this is absolutely perfect. They have a lot actually of dresses that if you are a dress person, to go check out, especially for this sale. Anthropology is also having an extra 50% off, which is great. Found these pajamas. I love pajamas. I love pretty pajamas. I think I've said this before. I've even showed you some of my favorite silk pajamas, and there are more than pajamas, but I just wanted to show you this just in case you want to get out of your big t-shirt and get into something pretty. Then of course Jcrew is having a sale. This cover up is so cute. Imagine wearing this black bathing suit, just how they styled it, perfect for vacation, and a little, little jewelry, absolutely perfect. But they have up to 60% off on sale styles and then an extra 20% off. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. H&M has 70% off, and I wanted to show you these sunglasses because oftentimes when I wear my Phoebe Philo sunglasses, I get questioned about where they're from. And to be completely honest, I love them. They're good quality, but I don't know that I would recommend them for several reasons. If you don't know about the Phoebe Philo controversy, go check it out. I'll try to leave something, if I remember, in the description box. But I feel like as a woman and as a Black woman, I have to make sure that I am careful about where I spend my money and how I spend my money with whom. So though these were given to me, and what a beautiful gift, and I will continue to wear them, I don't know if I can tell you in good faith to buy them for several reasons. So go check it out. Let me know what you think about the controversy, and yeah, they are Phoebe Philo if you wanted to know. River Island is also having a up to 50% off sale, and this suit together might be a lot for some. I get it, it's a lot of animal print, but think about it separately. River Island is a place that has affordable clothing, so if you're not looking for something like Farm Rio, you're looking for something a little more affordable, go check them out. But think about this as a blazer and a pants separately if this is too much. You could wear this blazer with denim, you could wear this blazer with a pair of white pants, you could wear these pants with a white t-shirt. Like, there's so many different ways to wear these. Mango is having, oh my goodness, there's so many sales. Mango is having an up to 50% off sale. Tons of things. These shoes just stuck out to me, I guess because I'm just looking at animal print right now. They are absolutely amazing. A fabulous price. I believe these were 50% off. I'll leave them in the description box as usual. I believe they're a bit of a peep toe. I'll put them in the description box. You go and check them out because there is actually a lot on sale. Madewell is always good for affordable quality things. They're having up to 60% off sale. There are many things, but the thing that I found that I would buy instantly are these white linen pants. I love linen, I love white. This is an easy buy for me. They have tons of things though. Please go check it out if you are in need for some quality summer pieces, because this is the time to buy. Oh, like I said, in next week's video, I will show you a few things that I got, but this week I wanted to show you about the 4th of July sales. Are you shopping any 4th of July sales, and what did I miss? Please let me know. So last month we did not get to do the monthly report. If you're not new here, you know that I got COVID. I couldn't do it. I couldn't move. So everything on my videos got discombobulated, and I couldn't do it. So if you're not new here, at the end of every month, I do something called the monthly report, which is pretty much what I'm reading, what I'm eating, what I'm playing, what I'm obsessing over, what I'm recommending, and what I'm treating myself to. And I wanted this month to be a monthly report that was based on you all, but it just didn't work out. Like I said, I got sick, so it will be next month's monthly report. But this month, I was able to get into some things, and I think I found some great things to show you. So here's this month's monthly report. So I'm doing this thing where I'm trying to, instead of constantly scrolling on TikTok, trying to maybe read some articles and replace that with constantly scrolling. Not that I will ever be on TikTok, but I have to keep my mind right? I have to keep learning and expanding. So a few things that I have read during this experiment that I'm trying to do is, first of all, and we talk about Anna Wintour, how she is changing positions. It's a big thing. I don't want to get too much into it because the video is going to be long, but I have found that very interesting. So I've been reading up about that. Also been very interested at Jonathan Anderson at Dior. Did anyone catch anything about him? How do you feel about him at Dior? I'm going to be honest with you, undecided. I know it was a hit for many, but I'm undecided. I'm going to take my time and kind of figure out where I want to be with that, but I'm not going to give you my full opinion yet because I'll tell you later, but let's just say I'm undecided. Then another thing that I found was that I've recently read was something about Telfar. He recently had a fashion show in Lower Manhattan, and though I don't have a Telfar bag, I am completely interested and enthralled with the way he does business and what kind of impact he's had on the fashion industry. It's very, very interesting to me. So I've been reading up on him. Plus, he's a fellow New Yorker. And if you know anything about me, that's one thing I'm extremely, extremely proud of. And then the last thing that I want to talk about, like I said, I've been reading a ton, but the last thing I want to talk about is that this article I found in the Times called "Happiness Doesn't Have to Be a Heavy Lift," especially with how the world is going now and how we get so much information directly to our phone. Bad news, bad news, bad news. It can bring you down. And this article shows you or gives you some insight into little things that will make you happy as we live in the world today. Because we can't change the world. We can just change our perception of it and take life the way we want to take it. So if you have been following me, guys, it has been a crazy probably 6 to 8 weeks, right? I got COVID last month, so I missed a video. Last week, 2 weeks ago, the video didn't go up because crazy, outlandish things happened. And it's just been really, really busy. So cooking has not been on the top of my list, but eating healthy still has been. So I know I'm late to the game, but this salmon from Costco, the fresh salmon that is already seasoned, is delicious. I'm not gonna lie, I did second guess because usually when I buy pre-made food like that, I find myself having to still season it, but this works great for me. With a watermelon and feta and mint or basil salad, delicious, and maybe like some rice or some couscous and some peanut bread with hummus, chef's kiss. Easy, healthy, and I'm not doing too much cooking. So what I have been playing on my Netflix, Hulu, and the like is the show Younger. I'm late to this show. It came on and I'm just not watching it. But it is about a 40-year-old who tried to play themselves off as a 20-something-year-old to get into publishing, and it totally worked. It's very interesting, funny, and weird to look at myself from the older end, the 40-year-old and not the 20-something-year-old. So that was an interesting watch. And then I watched, if you're not new here, you know that I love Diahann Carroll. I've been talking about Diahann Carroll. I think she is just everything that I wish I was and could be. I love her. But anyway, I have been continuing my obsession and, searching about her. And I found a movie that was made in 1961 called Paris Blues. It's about two couples and like the ups and downs that they go through in a romantic relationship. It has Paul Newman and Sidney Poitier and Diahann Carroll. Like I said, the last thing that I have been watching this month is And Just Like That. It's not the same as Sex and the City, we know that, but I still love it. I know people hate watch it and they're hating it, and I get it, because a lot of it is forced. I will say that I'm used to the new characters now. Initially, it seemed really forced how they were trying to make it a little more multicultural. It was like a weird, the way that it was forced. But anyway, I'm used to them now. I love the way Seema dresses. I mean, it's a comfort watch. It's not that deep, in my opinion. Even though I do miss Samantha and I do miss how Miranda used to be. They made Miranda really weak, which I hate. But anyway. It's just like a comfort watch. I think it's great. I love Carrie's new apartment. I mean, what else? What else do you want? I know somebody's going to say they hate it. I still love it. And then I have been obsessing over The Gilded Age, not the show. I mean, I've been watching the show too, and I love it. But I've been obsessing over the actual time period. I watched the show and then I do some research to see if something was real. And there was a few things that I found out that were so interesting. First, during the Gilded Age in New York City, there was a Black elite class, and they were separate from the white elite, and they did live in Brooklyn. Extremely interesting. Go look into that. And then there were historical figures inspired by the characters of the Gilded Age, which is also really interesting because I was really trying to figure out if Miss Russell was real. Come to find out, she is based off of a Vanderbilt. I'm just going to say I love Miss Russell. She runs a tight ship. Okay, I might not always agree with her methods, but she runs a tight ship. Okay, but anyway, if you watch The Gilded Age, you know what I'm talking about. This article I'm going to link that you could go read, or two of them that you could go check out. It's just interesting, just very, very interesting. And then I am recommending some fragrances and one lip gloss. I used to use this Lancome Juicy Tube when I was much younger, and then I used it again during the pandemic. I forgot about it, and I recently got back on it, and I love the texture of this Juicy Tube. I love how shiny it makes my lips. Now, if you're not a shiny person, you're a matte person, and you don't like lip gloss, it's not going to work for you, but it is definitely one of my favorite lip glosses. And then this Memo Paris, oh my goodness. I cannot tell you how many people have stopped me to ask me what my fragrance was when I wear this fragrance. We were sitting down at brunch one time, and the bartender yells over the bar to my table to ask me what fragrance I'm wearing. It is absolutely stunning. And then this fragrance from Essential Parfums is a recent find and a recent buy, about 4 weeks ago, actually. I smelled it in a sample pack that, for me, this one particular lasts all day on me. It's bright, it's cherry, it's great for spring and the summer. And then for treating, I guess you will see what I got, what I've been treating myself to in the next video. But really, besides that and just buying things, it's just time for myself to be quiet, right? You saw me at the spa. I needed that. Though I live in New York City and I am out and about, I really enjoy my quiet time. In fact, I'm thinking about doing a segment. I don't know if it's going to be on my Instagram or my YouTube yet. I'm still working out all of my content, but I want to do a segment about my quiet life in a loud city, because New York City is very loud, but I really enjoy my quiet. So anyway, I have been treating myself to that, whether it's journaling or reading or sitting in a coffee shop. So that's this month's monthly report. So anyway, you guys, that's it. How do you feel about the summertime dressing? Is dressing in the summer harder for you? Because I feel like in the fall and winter, it's easy just to throw on a blazer and some jeans, you know what I mean, and some sunglasses. But the summertime, in my opinion, in summertime, you really have to think a little bit more about the outfit. Because in the winter and the fall, the coat could be the outfit, you know what I mean? Is there anything you are reading that you you could recommend to me or anything from the monthly report as I collect my information to do the monthly report for next month that's based on you all. I would love to have any more recommendations. I'm trying to get it all together because I feel like a monthly report based on all of us would really be amazing. So hopefully this all works out. How excited are you for the summer? Are you ready to get out? Do you have any plans? Please let me know. Anyway, you guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I will see you in my next video.